So hey, look at that, it is a Friday, and I'm back on the bike again because, well, I couldn't really wait to get on the bike because I have had a week. It has been a pretty busy week at work, so I just couldn't wait for this weekend. I just needed to get out on the bike and just kind of the week away. It seems like everything that could go wrong did go wrong this week. Half my work week was spent fixing equipment and vehicles. The other half was spent consistently just super busy at work with extra things popping up here and there. It was just, yeah, I needed to get out on the bike. Give you a little taste of what actually happened this week. About midweek, I'd say, on my way home. Just got the day done. It was late because it was a long day. And, well, my work truck decided that its rear brake cylinder was just going to explode on me. And so, little known fact that I have to use a trailer for work, for what I do. And, yeah, when you have little to no brakes, yeah, hauling a trailer, it doesn't make it any more fun. So let's just say it made for an interesting ride home. It was exciting. It was not fun, though. That being said, that same day, I hopped on the bike, so I was able to ride the bike earlier this week. But I had to go meet up with a friend for a birthday dinner, and just kind of, I was already running late. So just another added little bit of stress for the day. But that same day, on my way home from that dinner, I was able to stop by O'Reilly's. I picked up the part that I needed so I could have it for the morning, so I could just fix it and go to work. I was going to get up super early, throw it on, it's done, it's fixed, and get to work. That day ended up being super long too. Of course, you run into problems when you're working on vehicles. It always happens. I don't know why I don't expect it now. Like, I should just expect something to not go perfectly, but it always happens. So that took a little longer than I thought it was. Got a late start to my work day. So yeah, the whole work week was like that. You know, work equipment went down and I had to spend time fixing that. So, it was just, But last weekend, I went into my Harley dealership and I had them put on a new rear tire because my rear tire was about toasted. It was time for a new tire, so had them throw that on. So I got new tires again. They're the same tires. They're still the Michelin Anarchy Wilds. I love this tire. Until I find something better, I'm gonna keep this tire. But getting new tires is like new bike day for me because you get back on the bike and you got fresh rubber. You're like, oh, it's just like a brand new bike. It's like a new bike all over again. That's awesome. I love new tire day. It's so much fun. I still have not seen a Pan America Limited anywhere at any one of the dealerships here locally. So let's hope it stays that way because I don't want to buy a new bike. I don't want to spend that kind of money. It's so pretty now. But I did get to talking to a dude over one of my local dealerships, not the Harley dealership, it's the local BMW dealer, BMW Triumph and Ducati, all them. You know, that's kind of where the ADV crowd likes to congregate. So I stopped in there and yeah, where am I going? I'm gonna go this way. Please don't turn in front of me. So I stopped into that dealership, kind of said what's up, got to talk to some dude that was out there on the break. I think it was a technician that worked there. And he was asking me a bunch of questions about the Pan America because, as you do, when you ride a Pan America, people do ask you questions because they're curious. They're just, some people don't know what it is. A lot of people actually don't know what the bike is. They're surprised when you say it's a Harley. But anyways, I got to talking to one of the technicians that was out on his break about the Pan America. He had a lot of questions about what it's like to own it, what it's been like, if I've had any problems, and all the typical stuff you get asked. And a lot of people are really kind of curious about it because, well, they don't know what it is, for one. They're real surprised when you tell them, oh yeah, it's a Harley. They're like, what the hell? Got on the conversation of how it does off-road. And for me, I really love how this bike handles off-road. I actually like it a lot better than I like my little WR250R Dual Sport. I know a lot of people are going towards these smaller bikes and the lower CC bikes for their touring and ADV stuff. Like, I get it. I know why, and it makes perfect sense. But for me, I like how this handles off-road way better than the WR. And I think that has to do with the weight, you know, which is seen as a negative thing. You know, the heavier the bike, you know, it's like, it's gonna be hard. I mean, yeah, for trails and stuff, yeah, 100%, it's not gonna be great. But for like dirt roads, fire roads, things like that, the majority of what I'm gonna be doing and what I'm gonna be using it for, I mean, I'm not gonna take this on any super hard OHV trails. Like, I'm not going to do that. No, thank you. It's just going to be for fire roads and things like that. Just gravel roads. And to me, the bigger bikes, like the Pan Americas, the GSs and things like that, because of their weight, that's cool. That was an old Harley trike. I think it was a flathead. Ah, that was so cool. I should use one of those for work. But anyways, I like the weight of a bigger ADV bike on some of those looser gravel roads, which sounds kind of counterproductive. But you just feel more planted. To me, it feels like the bike is way more stable than these small little super lightweight bikes. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird. Maybe I'm wrong. I probably am if you ask a lot of people. I don't know. Put down in the comments, what do you think is better off-road? A lightweight bike or a big heavy bike? And I'm talking for dirt roads, not trails, dirt roads. I don't know. Let me know what you think. But with the rider modes that they put on here, especially the dirt mode, or the off-road mode, whatever you want to call it, they have the two. They have the normal mode, and then they have the super fun mode. Super fun might not be the word I'd use, but the rowdy mode, the purple mode, the way that they've done those modes, just, I don't know what it does to the bike. It has a lot to do with the traction control, especially on the normal standard off-road mode. The traction control, the brakes, whatever they did to sorcery to tune this thing, I like it. It works super great. I love how this bike feels and handles off-road. I don't know, I just like the bigger bikes for those kind of roads and that kind of off-road riding. But anyways, I'm going to enjoy the rest of my ride. If you guys could, please subscribe. It helps me out a ton. And I'll see you guys later. That was cool. He didn't have to do that. He probably saw me talking with my hands. I was like, what is this guy's problem?